Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it won't. You be the judge.
Yeah, it need to be
So,
full.
Ooh,
like that.
I'll put respect on my name. Sheena. So lovely.
And then she rides all the way up and defend herself.
They will either watch your lifestyle or learn to live it themselves. It's not nothing that you can prove to them. Like, try Jesus. Try him. Welcome to Maybe We Can Help, the podcast where we give our unsolicited advice. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it won't. You be the judge. I'm Tasia Royale.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
And if you guys hear a little bit of something going on in the voice, it's because I'm just getting over like a little tickle in my throat, okay? And we've been singing all weekend. We had
I'm hoarse as well.
yeah, we had an event to go to sing at, and we had church. So if you hear cracking, that's what it is. But we all right. We gonna make it through. And if you hear coughing and if Risha look at me sideways, it's okay. I know she loved me. She just don't like germs. Okay.
It's okay.
So that's why it's okay. We all good. We all good. Today, we're talking about.
Before we start that,
Go ahead.
we did a speed dating event, y'all.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
It was so much fun.
My girl, she didn't hide in the bathroom.
I didn't. I just had
She
to use
did.
the bathroom.
But when she came out, everything was already starting,
Yeah,
and
I
she
put
just
lip
never
gloss
went
on.
back on
Yeah.
to the floor anymore after that.
Because everybody was sitting down and like the way it was a little bit more women than men. So I was like, there's no need for me to sit in my place. They might as well just rotate. And I'm just going to sit back. But I did the TikTok one. Like they had people on TikTok on the thing. And you can talk to them and like speed date up there. But the guy has 7 kids. I was like, absolutely not. Not
No,
raising a village.
he was up there to troll anyway.
Yeah.
Like he was up there. He was telling every
It was a
girl
good time.
that
Yeah, he was a good
Yeah.
time. He
he was
was a
telling
great
every
group
girl
filler.
that, oh my God, you're the one.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. And everybody was like, oh my God, me. And I was like, why are you lying?
Right.
You just
to
lying.
everybody.
I know you're saying. He was like, yeah, I've been waiting for you. You've never seen me before.
Mhm.
You've never seen me before. You don't know who I am.
Just check.
So you can't be. You could not have been waiting for me.
I agree though. Like it was a great. Cause so
It was a good
when
feeling.
you
It
come to
was-
speed dating, oftentimes I've never been, but I'm assuming all you do is have dinner really quick and then you speed date through guys. This host, which is Latoya, our sister, she had games.
Shout out Toya.
She actually had icebreaker games for the whole group.
That was good.
Yes, she had good food.
Very good
and
food.
even for the women, like Risha said, there was a little bit more women than men. So even for the women who didn't have a man at the time, they were able to get on live and talk to someone at that time. And then there were ladies going around to each table and keeping each other company.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it was such a social and wonderful event. Even if they didn't
It
find a
was.
match, everybody had a good time.
Everybody had a good time.
It was really good. We were dancing.
I liked
They even
it.
had a photo booth thing
and a
for-
DJ.
and a DJ. So it was
I've never
really
been
nice.
to a speed. Well, we only been to like one,
One.
but I've never heard of a speed dating event having a DJ, and it was food, y'all. I'm talking about fried chicken,
Fried chicken.
rice, that type of food, and
food.
it was little
Damn.
jars with cheesecake,
Mm-hmm.
little cheesecake bites, and then
salad.
pasta salad, and what was the other thing? Strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, sure. But the pecan
good.
cheesecake
Oh my God.
pecan cheesecake bars. Good
I was a
God.
pecan.
Pecan.
That
So
was a whole
that
discussion,
was
too.
so nice.
But
I
yes.
was the bartender, assistant camera lady, the hostess at the door,
Yes.
the
They
drink
also had
filler,
wine at this
trash
Mhm.
picker upper. I was needed where I was needed. So it was really fun. I
It was
enjoyed
really
myself.
cool though. I love the setting. Like the
Yeah.
dim lights was really nice. And
It
then
was.
at the end, when the people, like 2 people sit in the middle of the floor, it's called, what she call it?
The takers round or
Takers
something like
round or
that.
something.
It was in like another game that she had. Super cool.
Yes,
That was fun.
that was. It
Yeah.
was really. It
So
was really
it
nice.
wasn't just speed dating. She really got you out of your comfort zone. You had a good time. You didn't feel as nervous because our first icebreaker brought everyone in as a group to answer questions. So
Yeah, that was
It's almost like red light, green light, but it was red light, green light, yellow
Oh,
light.
Yeah, that was good.
Like,
So
yeah.
So when she hosts another event, we will be sure to let you know. And if you are
Yes.
in the Eastern North Carolina area, no, what side are we on? We on the east?
Northeast.
Yeah, northeastern. So if you're on the Eastern North Carolina area, is that how you say it? Eastern North Carolina?
Northeastern.
Oh, it's northeastern.
North Carolina.
Northeastern North Carolina.
your high
area.
school.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was about to say it sounded weird the way I said it.
Just kept
Eastern
leaving
North
north.
Carolina. Yeah. So if you are on the northeastern part of North Carolina, we will let you know so you can come.
Yes.
Even Virginia,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can come
like
too because
That
we're
it's
right
an
up
event
Southern
worth
Virginia.
coming to. Like
Southern
I
Virginia.
would
Shores.
pay to do that all over again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like that was so fun.
It
So
was
fun.
And since we're talking about dating,
Yes.
and we are 3 Black women,
Yes.
we're going to be talking about.
Are Black women too complicated to date? That was
Alrighty.
one.
That and the other part, the other
Why is
sub.
that even a
Wait.
question?
Was that the other? And the other subtopic is
Why do relationships end because two people are too different or too immature?
there we go.
That's the
So
way.
that is our topics for today.
Sure,
So
Blake.
vibe with us. Who wants to go first on either one of? You can start with whatever you want to start with.
Automatic rebuttal.
This topic is annoying.
Mm.
Only because I mean, why is that question like a constant thing for us? Like as Black women, it's always like, are they too much, or are they might be they're the overachievers, and it's not really said in other cultures, even if they achieve more, even if they they go and they do those things, it's always, if there's a comparison, it's always with Black women, or at least maybe that's just how it seems, because I mean, maybe I'm biased because I'm Black and I'm always feeling that coming at us all the time. So, but no, Black women aren't too much. We're awesome. We're nurturing. We are.
But can you not see how the question is actually even out there to be floated multiple times?
I think because Black people, because of our history, have an issue with turning each other against each other. Because like Sheena said, you don't hear a lot of races being like, well, is Spanish people too much? Is a white woman too is she too complicated? Is a French girl too complicated? You don't hear that. You hear that because oftentimes in the Black community, they're pitting our women against our men and our men against our women, and it's just like,
and women against our women and, men
and women against
men.
right. You know what I'm saying? It feels
It's
like they
literally
pit each other against each other.
Right.
So, but any race is going to have a catty, not wanting to be.
Y'all never heard there was like Hispanic women are kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Latinos don't mess with them.
But but they don't say
white
they're
women
too much.
crazy.
What was the question?
They'll take,
Are
they'll
Black
do all
women
these
what?
things.
Too complicated to date? What is that?
Yeah, too complicated to date.
Right, but how
Well,
many?
if I don't want to just say Black women in general, people in general can be complicated today. I don't want to just single Black women out because I really feel like terms like that, when you use a specific race, it is divisive.
Right. My thing is, how many times, since it's been trending and people have phones, have you seen, and I love
I'm
all
sorry,
races.
Sheena. I felt like Risha hit the lean on me when I got close to you right there.
Oh, so you got space.
Oh, I thought you were trying to get away from my germs.
It's not a bad idea, but no. But how many times have we, especially since people have phones, seen I love all races, by the way, I'm not racist, but white women rolling in the floor or doing something crazy because something's not going their way, or whining, or being a Karen, or but we don't hear those statements. Are white women too much? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really hear that. It's like it feels like a systematic attack. And on top of that, when we say Black people in general, are they complicated? A lot of times, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. We see, the things that we joke about in the Black community, Black people are always late. Black people, what's some other cliches about Black people?
Fried chicken and Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Okay, so always late, always loud,
Always loud.
bad attitudes.
Ghetto.
Yeah, if you actually look up in the dictionary symptoms of a traumatized human, everything we joke about in the Black community, we are verbatim, like, we're that list. Time management skills off, or when they say that Black people can't be on time or whatever, that's literally a trauma. When a traumatized brain, if other cultures, especially my white brothers and sisters, see their child struggling to get up, not being able to focus in school, stuff like that, they take them to counseling or get them on something because they're like, oh, that's not normal. And the reason for that is because there's a trauma there if those characteristics exist. And so people are literally laughing and ignoring the signs in the black community of trauma and what we've been through and what they think of us and how we've been treated. Like, this is not, the systematic racism that has been against us for so long. It's impossible to ignore.
I think that some people just laugh through their trauma. A lot of people, instead of dealing with it, especially black people in the community. That's why on social media, like, you got the people saying that the world's falling apart, but then you got the people saying, oh, they still doing line dancing. Black people don't take that serious. Yeah, they've learned to laugh through trauma,
and that has been a stick in because I'm gonna tell you what happened to black people. The white people wanted us to look happy to make them comfortable. That's why you see all the jokes and the different, when you look at older movies and they're like, yes, massa, I's a coming. I'm gonna get them babies straight for you. Don't you worry, massa. But they weren't happy about that. Nothing that they were doing, they weren't happy about anything that they were going through. But they would see them singing songs. They would go to the juke joint later on and, dance and whatever. Oh, they must be happy. No, they're miserable. But we made misery look so cool that because it's all we had. And if that's all you have, some races of people who were taken through slavery and different things like that, they stop singing and start crying. They don't. That's what I think separates us from a lot of other cultures that went through different things. They stop singing and they start crying. They're praying. They're struggling and they accept the struggle. And we were just like, well, it's been another day. Johnny got shot. We still do that. People will literally see somebody stabbed to death and go to the club next week and drink and pour one out for the homie. It's culturally, we learn to smile. They taught us to smile through our pain to make them comfortable, and we started believing our own lies. So now we smile and you be like, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing fine. How you? And we know how to do it so well, better than any other culture. And I think that that's how we were able to cover up that trauma to the point that they be like, oh, they're fine. They're fine and nothing's wrong with them. But yet we still have healing to do. Y'all are looking at me crazy. Do y'all disagree? You can say that.
No, I mean, I get it, but I'm just trying to understand, like, in the dating world. But I guess I get it. Why are you looking at me like that, Tay?
Basically, when they say...
I know, but she just went on a history lesson. I was like, let's narrow it back down to dating. But I know you're saying that's...
Basically, that's where a lot of things come from that they say are too much, is what I mean. So, but instead of... I think now, like Tay said earlier, y'all weren't listening, but off camera, Tay was saying how black people are learning to heal. Finally. When y'all see us line dancing and doing things, so, I think that we're finally coming to a space where it's just like we're going on vacations, we're doing stuff that we weren't able to do. Yes.
Like, just all of this is happening over here. That's not my problem. I'm gonna go take this flight.
That's it. That's it. Black people.
I can't literally do nothing about that right now. It sounds like a y'all problem. So I'm gonna have this good time over here.
Yeah. I see a lot more black people going to counseling and therapy.
And we experienced that with speed dating because there was one white man there, but they were all women and men of color. And we all had a good time. So it can happen.
And I believe will happen more and more. If we are left alone to heal. Like, don't disturb our peace. Yeah. Let us heal, from all that trauma. And I think that But no, I don't think black women are too much. I do think that we've been through a lot.
I think the unhealed black people or any person is hard
There
to deal
you
with.
have it.
That's
Any
good.
race
Unhealed.
of unhealed
Right.
people or a unhealed person is going to be too much
it
because
may
it's
just
going to be
look
hard to
different,
love.
like, even if it's a white girl, like it may just look different. Her complicated or difficulty may look different. And I think people, of course, in dating, they think difficult is too loud, too opinionated, too strong, too this. But it is a balance, all those things. But there's nothing wrong with being opinionated. There's nothing wrong with being strong. There's nothing wrong with being loud sometimes. You just got to know and pick and choose your battles of when to be whatever that is. As long as it's not in a bad, negative light, I guess.
Yeah,
because
because honestly, somebody else is too difficult might be just right for somebody else.
right. That's what I was like. You can't dim people down or say, nah, you just too much. Because that may be their optimistic, outspoken person. Somebody mainly adore that in a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she black and everything. Strong, got her own, all those other things. It does not make her complicated. Of course, her outlook and her perspective will make things complicated of how she even goes about how she is. But if it's just loud or opinionated and she's a good-hearted person, that doesn't make her complicated to date, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it makes it complicated to date for people that want to control something and have a say.
Have y'all
Well,
ever heard
that's
of
a
the
good
dog
point.
daddy?
A dog daddy?
Y'all have y'all ever seen those little snippets of basically he helps dogs that are struggling.
Oh yes, I have.
Okay, yeah.
Like these are very, very aggressive dogs. Like they can almost. It feels like they can't be
Controlled. Okay,
taught at all.
And he grabs them and he knows what to do. And before you know it, it's a whole different dog because he has helped that dog to deal with those. Really, it's most of the time he says that they're just afraid of something happening, and the owner doesn't know how to calm and help that trauma within the dog. And he grabs them. He helps. But there's another one too. There's like a Spanish guy
I feel like
that had a show.
Like he legit. I feel like he walks in the authority that God gives us. Cause like okay, I've seen the clip and the dog was like cutting up, and all he did was grab him and like look at the dog. Like he was just like, "What you finna do? You gonna
Calm down.
You gonna sit down? Like I told you to sit down." And the dog was just like, roof, and then they was just like, "Well, let me sit my behind down."
Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like the authority that God gave man, because he said we have dominion over these things.
He believes it.
He literally walk in my mind. That's all I see when I see him. Like, you walking in the authority that God gave you to have dominion over this stuff, because that and it brings me like, this the authority that we have in the spiritual realm. If somebody can grab hold to we're fighting. God is fighting a defeated foe. Like that, we've already won every battle that we face. You know what I'm saying? If we would just walk into our authority that God has given us, every situation, every infirmity, every spirit, every demonic influence has to back down, because we are walking in the authority that Jesus Christ gave us when he died. And that'll preach.
That will preach.
Won't TikTok preach a little bit? But anyway, yes, we have to learn to walk in the authority. We are sons and daughters of the Most High God. Like, yeah,
I'm loving that.
You gotta. We don't give room to no dog barking at us. You better sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere.
If you run now, he gonna chase.
Yeah, he gonna chase you.
You know, and if as long as you know what to do, and that can't be taught. Like you said, it's like a faith thing. Like God will literally show you what to do in every circumstance. If you just put your trust in him, he shows you stuff, reveals to you secrets that nobody else could have known otherwise, but without him shedding light on those circumstances. I love
that's
being
what
a child of the
y'all.
King.
That's what people need to use in dating. Like, go ahead and just tap into the authority of the Most High God
And get out of fear.
Yeah,
Fear of being judged. Fear of
because people give up on people way too easily nowadays. Like, as soon as somebody does not serve them or serve their purpose, it's over. Like, you're no longer serving me. Who said I was put on this earth to serve you anyway? Like, you should want to be of service. Not all the time. I get it that, relationships can be, how do I put this? You don't want somebody just doing absolutely nothing.
Or that's complicated. Or what's the word? Contentious?
Yeah, you don't want somebody
wanna fight all the time.
that.
Right.
But differences, that's a great thing. Especially
Absolutely.
if, like, you don't like going outdoors, but they love outdoors. Maybe you need a little bit of vitamin D in your life. You know what I'm saying? You need to get out just a little bit, I would have never thought Aaron would have actually went zip lining, but he went.
My
Because
God.
I went.
I would pay money.
You know what I'm saying? So, some differences, they say differences are, what's the opposites attract?
Yeah.
That could be a good thing, not too outlandish. If Aaron loves spiders and I absolutely hate them, I don't know if we could be together because he would want to have pets around with spiders, and that can't happen. So
You gotta know your deal breakers.
you gotta know your deal breakers. So, like, when we asked the question, what was it, Risha?
And the reason why relationships.
Yeah, that one.
Whether they're too different, too different, or
Or too immature.
too different or too immature.
I think it can be either, depending on the circumstance.
I don't like the word. I don't like it because I don't know about the difference. I mean, immaturity can play a factor.
When I say it's too different, like I'm Christian. If you are atheist,
Oh yeah,
that's too
yeah,
different.
yeah.
I mean, you might be mature with your
True.
atheism, and I'm a mature Christian. We ain't together though. Well, I mean, some people can. I can't.
Yeah.
Personally,
If
I
you were
feel
called to do it,
whew, yeah, I would do any.
Some
If
people-
God said go, you gotta go.
some people were called to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lord, don't let it be me.
I mean, say if you're the only, chance that this person has. You know what I'm saying? Like
that lady, he came to set the cat free.
she was the only chance that lady had.
That's why he ain't choose me, cause never would have made it.
Could you do that?
No.
No.
For
What
those
she
of you
went
who
through?
don't know,
No.
He Came to Set the Captive Free is a book about a woman who is called to help a witch to get free from the occult.
She's not just a witch. She was supposed to be married to Satan, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
she
Aaron,
was
am I
like
right?
a priestess. Yeah, I think she was like a high priestess or something. And but she was called to help the Christian lady was called to help her, and she went through so much that she still to this day has physical things still going on with her because of her helping this
I'm pretty sure she
lady.
She had the test and trials of Job. I'm pretty sure her skin was falling off.
Yeah, it was that bad.
Now I don't think her skin falling off, but I know she was hospitalized for a long time after the battle.
Yeah,
of her going to save that witch.
Ooh.
Well, I think she was higher than a witch. I think she was
like a high priestess.
Yeah, like I think she was higher than that.
like she was in line to actually wed Satan. So,
Mm-hmm.
anywho, y'all go check out. I don't suggest you check out the book.
Don't suggest that. Don't suggest that.
Because it's wild and it's a lot that goes on in that book, y'all.
Yeah. So y'all couldn't be the sacrificial lamb for nobody, for your man, basically. Is that what y'all saying? Y'all couldn't bring an atheist to Christ through marriage.
I wouldn't know.
If that wasn't my
If that
calling.
was not right, I'm with her. If
If
it's
the
not
Lord-
my call, if he tells me to do it, I want to be obedient.
You kicking and screaming?
Yes. but I'm gonna be obedient. I'll be obedient. Y'all know how I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a fit
I would be
first.
more concerned about the people around me. Like, God, they are not going to accept him.
I wouldn't care about that part.
Well, if I knew you were called, like you said, I'd be like, all right, we got to
Who's
go
going
in.
to trust that unless they hear it for themselves?
You, if God told you to, I guarantee you.
No, I'm talking
would.
about the people around me.
I get what she's saying though. Like if the Lord told her to marry, I'll just be like,
If Pastor tell her in front of
If
everybody, this is your
okay,
calling.
then yeah.
Right,
Everybody-
but that's what I'm saying. It's going to take pastor to tell them.
That's what she
They're
said.
not going to believe
God know that.
me.
I'm about to say if she say that, hey, God told
God
me
know
to
that.
marry this
'Cause
man,
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you tell me the day that you gonna marry somebody on TikTok,
I'm be like,
you is the bold face lie.
I'm be like, go in time out.
Listen,
Time out.
so she
time out.
right. She right.
So, yes,
but
I said, I
she gonna
understand
say the
what you're
Lord
saying.
told me to do it.
I'm like,
Prove it.
honestly, I wouldn't believe it for you either. It's
I'm
not
gonna pray
just
and
Risha.
fast. He gonna have to
I
tell
wouldn't
me.
believe it for you. I'd be like, Sheena,
First of all, would you
Go on
have,
time
you
out.
wouldn't have that problem with me?
Go on time out. I get what she's saying though. It's not the who it's coming from. It's the mentality behind it. Like imagine all of us and be like, somebody's marrying our sister, and it's just like, oh, you're an atheist and you're trying to marry our sister.
No.
Oh yeah, the Lord didn't call my sister
about
to
to
do
fight.
that.
We about to fight.
That don't.
Yeah, there's a genuine love and
you
concern
a
there.
fat
Yeah.
face on lie.
Yeah. He'd be like, I feel like something is calling me to me. Who? Something? What you don't even
That's
believe in
yeah.
nothing.
That's what she's
Why you
saying. Like yeah,
lying?
we
You
wouldn't.
don't
Yeah.
believe
Who calling?
See,
The
that's
wind,
he gonna have so
the
many
universe.
I really though I really though like when it comes to y'all marrying, like I hope the Band-Aid is ripped really fast. Like we get cool and locked in fast.
This is probably judgmental, but I really be when somebody that's atheist, cause I got friends and stuff that don't believe in God. They be like, I got a feeling. Where the feeling coming from, huh? Nobody care about what you feel.
The universe.
No, it's out. You can't. You don't believe in nothing. I got a feeling from where, huh? You just feel
your stomach.
you right. You got gas. What is it? Don't you come over here with the no.
Mm-hmm. But I just hope it's like real quick, real easy, real smooth, real fast.
Yeah, that's it. Like what?
Like let it be real easy, real smooth.
You
real
got
fast.
a feeling from nothing that I'm supposed to. No.
It's gonna be real easy, real smooth, real fast.
Yes, we gotta have this
real
gelling,
fast.
and I truly believe that there is a work we're supposed to do, and once that work is completed, that's why I'm not rushing, but I haste to perform what he's telling me to. When he told me you got to get rid of this, you got to get rid of that, I am hasting to do so because I realize that my destiny is intertwined with other people's, and I really feel like God, I don't want to let them down either. I don't want to let you down first, but I don't want to let them down. So I want to complete what it is he's saying to me. That's why today, after I got a prophecy today, and I was like, I feel like there was instructions in there. And I said, I need to know what those instructions were. And I sat hard to try to remember. And Aaron said, I've got it recorded. I said, I need to hear that. And it's literally because I need to hear what he's saying to me. I need to know what is I'm supposed to be doing. And I have to let me do it like right now, not wasting no time. Not like I can't make excuses anymore for anything that I'm doing that I'm supposed to correct. I need to get this done. Like I need to.
Yeah, I love the fact that we have people recording because I'm like, if I need to hear it, we can always go back and make sure I can get instructions because she told somebody else something today too. I was just like, Lord, please,
lots of people got instructions today.
Please hold on to them instructions because it's instructions, especially when she be like, if such and such, or if you do this and such and such, or she actually tell you need to do
and
this.
Be missing
this,
the
this.
if.
I'd be listening for that part. Be like, what you say? Okay, yeah.
If.
Thank you, Lord, for the housing. Like what?
If.
Okay, all right. Do I need to do what? All right.
But I'm grateful that I don't hear ifs anymore.
Because we need, I keep telling y'all, we need carpenters.
I no longer, and I used to get ifs all the time.
You used to get weights.
Time.
Ifs and weights.
And ifs. Like, if you do this, God said he was going to do this for you. If you do that, then God said he was going to do this for you. Especially as a teenager, it was always if. Always
well, yeah,
if.
you're a teenager. I can understand that. I can understand that as a teenager because when you're a teenager, you got your 20s to look forward to. Like
I was getting them in my 20s.
But even in your 20s, you're exploring a lot. Like you are literally. There was this girl on TikTok. She explained. She was like, in your 20s, oftentimes I think I told y'all this yesterday. In your 20s, a lot of times, no, I told Shanti, you are kind of you're exploring, yes, but you're heavily influenced by the world around you, like social media, your friends, your peers, what that person is doing, and you do a lot of comparing in your 20s and what society tells you should have or what you should be doing. You should be married by this time, you should have this many friends, you should have a house this, you should have this many kids by this time. So a lot of times you're doing that in your 20s, and by your 30s and in your 40s you're just like, I'm finna do what I want to do. Like you're learning your identity for yourself, and for us, we're learning it through Christ. And now I'm about to hit my 30s. I'm just like, I want to do what I want to do. Like
I was hearing it.
I want 30s. To. Oh wow, Jesus, Sheena.
Well, I was. I mean,
you weren't here really in your 30s, were you? I didn't really see you in your 30s. You were gone for like 8 years.
I came back here through my 30s, Tay.
You did.
Yeah.
So I missed your 20s.
right after the kids, when the kids were really, really little. Because I came back
How
here
old
when
are
they
you
were
now?
still in the elementary school.
Okay, you came back here when you were like 30.
I don't
Yeah,
know
you
if
like
I was 30.
You had to be like
It
30.
was
10 years.
2015.
Yeah, like 10 years ago. And you're 40 now.
So yeah, I was just getting into
30.
my 30s. So yeah, I was here through my 30s.
Oh, wow.
But I was still hearing ifs, and that's because I know for a fact that just because you have the Holy Spirit don't mean that other spirits cannot influence you or talk to you.
Correct.
And I was just hearing other voices, and if there's other things that I wanted and desired, and I want a little bit of this, I want a little bit of that, I want to, and I was hearing other people talk to me, especially through that crush thing that I had. Oh, I was hearing if all the time. Because it was a part of me that wasn't willing to let go of certain things, and God was but now I'm submitted. I thank God for the
Thank you,
being
Lord.
coming to the place, but I asked for it. Help me be submitted to your will, and now that I'm submitted to His will, I'm hearing you're gonna walk on your land, and then today God said I'm coming through, and I knew He was talking about me. Like, I'm coming through you. I'm able to speak through you. You're not listening to nothing else. I don't even want to hear with nothing. I don't stay over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
This is off subject question. Have y'all ever wanted to just like sit in the rain? Like not just sit and watch the rain, like literally like walk in the rain, like just
I have a fantasy of making love in the rain one day,
oh
but not just sitting there, just in it, just to be in it.
okay. I never knew that. Do you want to just walk or sit in the rain?
It's gotta be warm rain though. It can't be
Yeah,
that cold
I
stuff.
agree. I want warm rain.
I don't know.
I was just listening
Your hair be natural.
because it's currently raining right now. I was just like, I think I just want to go walk in the rain.
Risha the only person I know of that'll wear a wig and still be worried about her hair getting wet.
No, I don't. It depends. If it's curled like this, yeah.
Yeah, but
Because
you just got fixed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Risha like,
I
oh
don't
my
put
God,
it-
my hair, like, girl, you got a
I
wig
don't
on.
put it back together myself, so it's different when you don't put it back together yourself.
You know how to do
And-
But you know
ponytails,
how.
though, right?
What?
For your daughter, you know how to do little ponytails.
That ain't got nothing to do
Risha
with
know
my
how to do hair in general. She don't like doing hair.
I know, but say you have.
She know how to do all of it. She can curl. She
Mm-hmm.
can do anything. She went through, y'all. She went through. She is a cosmetologist,
Okay.
licensed. She did hair in a salon. She don't want to. That don't mean. But here's
This
the thing.
is not that. The whole
She
thing
can curl her
is-
hair.
The topic was.
yeah, because we way off topic. I don't
We
even.
way off.
I mean, we
so
have
far
went
off, it
left
don't even make
17
sense.
times.
17 million.
Like we
Because
are
we don't
gone.
even, they don't even know what we're talking about. at
Yeah, we
first.
do black women.
No,
Are they too
we're
much?
off that one. We're
Oh,
on
we're
the
saying
second
It's
one.
different.
Are they immature or
Two different.
yes. Are they immature
or
or are
just
they
too different?
too different? Yeah.
And
the
what
answer
was y'all
is
even answer? What was y'all
both
answer?
of them, depending on the person.
I don't think that's the main reason. I think that can be a reason, but I
Will
think
be another reason.
Too immature. Too
patience.
immature.
That's immature. That comes with maturity.
Patience.
Yes.
Oh, child.
Learning to be patient is a sign of maturity.
And understanding, and that
Why, when you get old, you start losing patience?
That you're talking about wisdom now.
What?
You talking about, okay, so I feel like older people are like they're in my opinion, I feel like the more your body aches and the more tired you are,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
the
that
less patience
range.
you have basically. Like
less
the
what?
less patience you have for nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
I don't think that they just don't have patience with people. They just be like, either you're going to do it now or you're not. And if you're not, get on over there.
Mm.
Because if you,
They understand by
Mhm.
now.
yeah, they understand by now that you get older and wiser and understand everybody not going to just want to do what they're supposed to do. So
Mhm.
that is yours to deal with. I don't have to deal with it.
Oh, okay. What do you say?
I feel like it's immaturity
Why?
because if you're not mature, how can you even handle someone else, let alone yourself? And that comes with immature in communication, everything, especially that, because if you're not mature enough to communicate, you could be different and like different things. And I wouldn't say belief and morals be different because that's a whole different subject. That's not even y'all being agreeing, but if y'all have completely opposite things of life, of how y'all move, but y'all still have the same morals, goals, and mindset, I feel like that the only thing that could break that apart is you guys being, lack of understanding lack of maturity in the situation of things like that.
So what's some signs of immaturity? Let's do males first.
In men?
Yeah. And we'll go to women. Some signs of immaturity in males.
Good Lord.
Impatience. Insecurity.
Yes. Yeah.
Those ones, well, I guess it's like controlling insecurities.
So controlling.
That's immature of a man, I guess. And I'm talking about in a man.
To want to control his woman.
Yeah, it's one thing to want to know to make sure she's good, but when you have a different intent in your heart of hearts, and you know why you're trying to do this because your ex cheated on you, and you just insecure now, but you're saying, baby, I just want to check on you. Like, excuse me, it depends on how you're trying to do that, because you can do that in a loving way and genuinely just want to keep tabs on your lady. But then when you have this alternative motive, like, yeah, I know where she at all the time because my ex, Sarah was all over the place and I didn't do that with her. But now I know how to do it, but smooth it over. So it all depends on the intent for me to make it immature.
Yeah. And I think another sign of an immature man is, to me, not knowing what he wants. When he doesn't know.
Indecisive.
Yes.
Oof,
he doesn't really know what he wants. He wants a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Man.
I'm over here. I'm over there. That's a sign to me of immaturity, because when you mature, you know yourself better. And so you decide, you can make decisions quicker and more efficiently.
That's good. What about you?
I don't know. I didn't have one. I had to ask the question.
I was about to say, you never thought about settled in your mind. See it as an immature man?
That's what I see.
Somebody who's another sign of immaturity is it being easily ticked off. Not very good at social skills, communication. Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one.
You don't have to answer. We can go to women because women,
I don't got that.
Just kind of breezing through this one.
Yeah. Also, signs of immaturity for women.
Same thing, really.
Being spoiled, entitlement. I feel like that's immature.
Entitlement.
Being outspoken without having the intention of understanding. Like just being like, I know.
Loud and wrong.
Yeah, loud and wrong.
Versus, I understand.
Without the intention of understanding.
Right. And they come to him asking him a question knowing they already know the answer.
Or knowing that they're going to predict the answer he's going to give and not believe the answer that he actually does give.
Right.
I feel like it's so messed up when people do that. Like, don't ask me something you already feel like you're going to know the answer to, or feel like you already know what I'm going to do. Even if I do say that, I'll be like, bro, give that person a chance to make a different decision. Because what if the very moment you about to jump stupid, they say something that you completely, wouldn't even expect.
Another good one for women would be expecting a man to be a mind reader. I think that's very immature of a woman to do. They just like read between the lines. No, I don't have
to do that.
Yeah, I'm a kind of a man when it comes to that. Like I'm kind of on the man scale when it comes to reading between the lines. You got to tell me.
And even when you want something, okay, because a lot of people look at social media and they be like, "Oh my gosh, look at that! He surprised her with flowers. I want that." Okay, well tell him. Tell him I want. Hey,
he should already know.
No,
every man don't have the same romantic level.
They don't have that, and they not saying they don't want to do that for you. Be like, hey, listen, babe, I think one day I want to go here. You know what I'm saying? I told Aaron months ago, maybe a year ago, I wanted to see the wild horses, but that didn't come back to his mind until I had completely forgot about it. But he remembered. Just kind of let him know, and even if you don't see it right then, perfectly, you planted that seed. It's gonna come back up. Everybody ain't
and then don't pressure him to be, pick him apart. Telling him every little thing he's done wrong all week.
I do also think both men and women, I believe that a sign of immaturity is the heavily following social media. And I say that because
and letting it be truth.
Yes, you have no idea what is going on behind anybody's camera. You don't know the day in, whether it's good or bad. You know the day ins and day out of someone's life behind the camera. You are basing their life upon one post, two posts, maybe even 10, but you don't know these people.
Yeah.
And I think that's immature of someone to take it as gospel, as if it's all truth.
True.
It could be, but you don't know that.
Amen.
I think another thing that shows immaturity in men is leading with your money.
Oh, because they ain't got nothing else.
Well,
They have
I
no
just,
depth, maybe.
right? Like it's or leading with sex
For
Right.
women.
sending some sort of sexual sending some sort of sexual picture, or
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think that's a sign of immaturity. Even if you're 50 and you send some sort of sexual picture to break the ice, I think that's
Who does that to break the ice?
You'd be surprised.
I'm not in the dating
Oh my
scene
God,
in a long
yeah.
time, but somebody just sends a random picture and be like, "Hey, look."
yes. And the crazy
Because
part
women
is how you don't
some
know
women,
that.
Right, about to say some women they accept those
Yeah,
things.
they
and
responded
they'll
like,
go
"Oh
back.
yes." No.
Like, ooh, blah. Because don't let it come across my screen. You blocked.
blocked.
And never thought about it.
Blocked.
Wow, that's
Immediately.
wild work.
Mhm.
Did
But
not
yeah,
know that.
guys, this
To say hi.
yeah, that's
They
the
be like,
dating
"Hey,"
world. Too much.
Y'all stay safe out here in these streets.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, just being unwise, unlearned, and unwilling to hear each other out. Another perspective.
Right?
All right, lovely ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go and get some water. So this has been another episode of Maybe We Can Help. I please like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you know when we post another video. We hope this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. I know we went a little bit everywhere.
We did
today.
per usual.
We actually
My
was getting
God.
better though. This
Yeah.
one was a little left, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I am Tasia Royale.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
We hope y'all have a good one. Bye.
Bye.